Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. Post-game show for Habs at Bruins. Not a good game. 5-2 loss for the Habs in a very poorly ref game. And that's not to take away how bad. I mean, the Habs were not great. Sloppy defense. They were running around a lot. First 5 minutes was good. After that, it kind of went downhill. So we have that. If you, if you're here, not a lot of people here right now, but please say hi. And I've got the post-game stats, and we can talk about this, pretty shitty loss. Very poorly ref game, I thought, against the Habs, because Bruins had 5 power plays. Montreal had 2, and there were a lot of missed, I saw at least 2 or 3 easily missed calls. That should have been a penalty and a power play for Montreal. Now, Bruins do have a great penalty kill, so it doesn't mean Montreal would have scored, but, the refs were not good. So if you're here, say hi. We'll talk about this game, and like I said, I'll go over the post-game stats in a few minutes, and let's see, is anybody here? I know they're showing people here in the room, but anybody talking to me? Nobody wants to say hi. All right. I need people to drive the chat, but it was a disappointing game. I thought Montreal, after beating the Bruins here in Montreal the week before, would put up a more competitive game overall, and they didn't. And I get it that Bruins probably really wanted to win this game to get, revenge on Montreal for beating them. It was just poorly executed game by Montreal, I guess. Hey, Randy Mack, how you doing? So that's what I got to say about it. I don't blame this game on Jake Allen. I thought it could have been a lot worse. Allen made some really, really nice saves. I thought he was pretty steady through the game. Maybe 1, maybe 2 of those goals, maybe I would say, were his fault. Other than that, I think it's more of the poor defensive play by Montreal. 2 power play goals against. I think that's what it was. So let me know what you think here in the chat. Would be really nice. And when we get a couple of comments, we'll talk a little bit, and I'll show you the post-game stats. How's that? Deal? Yeah, probably not. Should I show the post-game stats now? If no one's talking to me, I guess I am. All right, we'll take a look at it. All right, so you see there, shots-wise, they doubled us. 44 shots for them, 22 for us. Face-offs, though, we were both 50% at the dot. So Montreal, and they went into this game very close in face-off percentage. Montreal just a little bit ahead of them. And there you see the 0 for 2 for the power play for Montreal, 2 for 5 for them. So, you hear about the refs. So we even it up, and we try to even it up and all that. Where's the evening up here? How many Montreal games where they don't even it up for Montreal? So Gord Dwyer was the one of the refs tonight, and it's 8 games now in 3 seasons, 8 games. This is the first one he's the ref this season that we have not won when he's the ref. So, not a surprise. Hits were 19 for us, 18 for them, and we block shots were 12 apiece. Scoring, first period, 7-11. Lucky number there. Charlie McAvoy gets his 3rd goal of the season from Marchand and Pasternak. It's a power play goal, 1-0 Boston. Frederick gets a goal. Was that the comes out of the box? No, that was his first goal. This one from Carlo and Coyle at 19:20 of the first period on a tip-in. Second period, Pavel Zacha, 5:18 in from Lindholm and Pasternak, makes it 3-0. Slavkovsky gets his second of the season from Suzuki and Newhook at the 13-minute mark to make it 3-1. And then Frederick coming out of the box gets the puck, and I said, "Oh, watch him go score now," and then he did. I said, watch him score. And a second after, he puts the puck in the goddamn net to make it 4-1. So that kind of a day. Third period, James Van Riemsdyk at 5:39 on a backhand power play goal. 5-1 Boston. And then Kovacevic at 15:29 of the third. Too little, too late from Dvorak and Slavkovsky. Slavkovsky's probably his first multi-point game. So maybe the only bright spot here in this game. All the stars were Boston. Frederick with his 2 goals. Pasternak, 3 assists. And McAvoy, 1 goal. And that's your 1, 2, 3. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's the post-game stats. So not great. Not a great game by Montreal. A rivalry game, so I was expecting them to be more up for this game, but you pretty much, I thought the first 5 minutes were pretty good. Both sides, good pace, chances, maybe even longer than that, but then it turned and it never went back the other way. Boston just took over this game, dominated the rest of the way. And, I mean, the numbers don't really show domination, but the shots do. And the goals do, and the play was like it was tilted. It was mostly in Montreal zone. Like they don't show zone time. I think that's a stat I'd like to see. Zone time. They had a lot more than we did. So the third period was a little better. Montreal played a little better in the third, but not enough to even make this a game. So what are you gonna do? Hey, Huzu, welcome back. Didn't see a minute of it. Chat kept me informed. You didn't miss much. Randy says, I think it's time to deal a goalie, get draft picks, and bring Armia up. No, Armia doesn't. I don't think Armia comes back up. Or get a player and carry on. If there's an injury, maybe Armia comes back. I don't think otherwise. But to be fair, I had more updates, says Huzu, on the refs. And Brad's trolling more than anything. Paul was trolling me a little bit. Aiken actually was okay today, so you figure it out. There's no worries. I didn't really get mad. I was just in a weird mood, and it wasn't the greatest day today. It was like an okay day, but some bad shit. No, not really. I mean, I make a little more of that. Just leftover from yesterday, I should say. So, yeah, one of those days. And I got to tell you, the negativity and the trolling a little bit there, that got on my nerves. And then the talk about tanking, I get it. It's a good player available. I'm tired about the talk of tanking. I'm tired about tanking. We're beyond that. If they're going to get there, they're going to get there because they weren't good enough and they finished low. I'm fine with that. I don't really need to talk about tanking over and over and over again. So, and then there's the people that read headlines or go on Twitter and read what the haters talk about and then just repeat it here without thinking. And I don't, at least when I change my mind, it's because I've read something, I've read the story, I've thought about it, and I've changed my mind. But I'm not just regurgitating headlines I've read. Can't make an opinion on a headline. Got to read the story. Got to read the rest of the story. Only 7 people here. Anybody get that reference? I wonder if anyone's old enough to have gotten that reference. Ghislain is, but it's an English reference. He might not have got that. If we thinking on our lines tonight, what do you mean if we thinking? Are we thinking on our lines tonight? I'm not sure what you mean. Is there more to that? Or you're just didn't get the right words? Were the lines okay? I don't think it was the line. It's more on the defense. I thought there were points in this game. The lines looked fine. They got their chances. Not enough shots. But I don't think that was the hugest problem. But the defense was sloppy. In their own zone, they were sloppy. They were giving up odd man rushes again. And a ton of shots. So the ton of shots against, I don't think that's on those line changes. It's on the defense. Does RDS broadcast games? They do. They just don't have all of them. They get some, and they don't get them all. I know here on Sportsnet now, where I watch the games, that's an offering. You get RDS games offered to you. The French broadcast is RDS, I do believe. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it's TVR. Maybe I am wrong on that. I don't know. I don't watch in French, so I don't really know. Just like we saw the game, we know the lines, dude. Hey, Leon. The Snake can do a better rebuild? No. Leon, let's not be ridiculous now. Just because a team goes in a bit of a slump in the season, right? Or even like a rebuilding team like this and maybe not have the best start that you want them to have. That's a ridiculous thing to say. That's just a ridiculous thing to say. Whatever. So I had my trolls in the hangout. Leon's gonna troll me now. RDS gets half the games. TVR botches the rest. Okay, I thought so. Randy Mac. No, I know RDS is French. I live in Montreal, you know. First of all, I don't really know who you're talking about with the Snake. I don't. And if you're saying that Kent Hughes has done a horrible job, then you're being an idiot. And I'm going to say it flat out. If you want to come to me saying that Kent Hughes has been horrible, you're a fucking idiot, dude. If that's the case. I'm sorry if I'm being blunt, but that's the way it is. Oh, Boisvert, he's the Mr. Negative, man. Leon, don't listen to that guy. He's a negative. He's a negative guy he's got a grudge against the Habs. I've never seen that guy be positive. And he's a former Hab, isn't he? Didn't get his chance that he wanted here. So it's just like Dwyer, the ref. I think it's his uncle, is Gordy Dwyer, who we drafted, and didn't get, I guess he didn't think he got a chance here because he was no good. And he hates the Habs, I think. Simon the Snake Boisvert. Yeah, if you want to listen to idiots, then that's fine. You can have idiot opinions. Next, you'll be telling me Norman Flynn. I know Serge Boisvert played for the Habs. This is Simon Boisvert. So it's his cousin or his nephew or whatever. Doesn't change the fact that he's got idiot opinions. But thank you for pointing that out. I didn't realize it was Serge Boisvert, not this guy. I see him sometimes. Is it on Knuckles podcast? No, Tony Marinaro. And they put up on Twitter some snippets, and the guy's got idiot opinions every time I see his opinion. So he wasn't good enough for the NHL, so he's an idiot. I don't know. No, I just don't agree with him. Every time I've seen him on Twitter, I don't agree with him. So if I don't agree with him, then he's an idiot. You all know that. By the way, that's not true. I just was making a joke, so don't come at me for that. Sometimes I am an idiot. I know this. All right. Can we get, well, what do you got? I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, just give me your opinions on the game. I don't know, whatever you want to talk about. I'm here to let you drive the conversation, and I'm just along as a passenger to be your person to. I'm tired. I don't know where I'm going with that. But yeah, you guys drive the conversation. I'll answer whatever you ask me. And except I might get upset and say a rude thing. It might happen. You just caught the Habs 2 goals? You said, to be honest, you didn't. You meant you didn't watch the whole game. I got you. Yeah, I know you need it bad. I could smell it. I'm sorry, Shazlan. I don't mean to be rude. No, I'm just joking. I don't know exactly where Shazlan lives. And even if he doesn't, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be able to smell him. Something wrong with me tonight. Definitely something wrong with me tonight. When I hear people who know me out there saying tonight, it's every time, every night, every day. Always something wrong with me. You don't smell anymore, but it was before. It was before the game. Randy Mack, it's exactly it. First 10 minutes, it was about that anyway, and it was it went from good to horrible after that. No injuries we know of, Mr. Expos. How's it going out there? Chicago, right? Work outside all day, cleaning up the backyard. Oh, is that what you did? Nice. It was a good day for that. A little on the cool side, but I mean, nice otherwise. You watched and the Bruins ragdolled the tiny Habs. That's an overuse of the word ragdoll, dude. They did not ragdoll us. They dominated us. That's not ragdolling. Ragdolling means like they threw us around physically. They physically dominated us. That's not what happened tonight. Hits were 12-12. All right, hits were 12-12 or block shots were 12-12. No, hits were 19-18. And we had the 19. No, yes, we had the 19. They didn't ragdoll us. Picked up 8 bags of leaves, man. I remember my days doing lawns. That's fun work, man. Tiring, but fun. They ragdolled the Habs like Lucci. Yeah, he didn't say what he did. Yeah, you're fine. But I mean, they did not. They did not ragdoll us, not at all. Oh, here's an interesting fact from Matt. Montreal's won more Stanley Cups in Boston than Boston has. That's nice. Gislain, that was unfortunately a legitimate trip. I don't know. You say he tripped on the stick. I mean, it was probably a weak call, though. And I said that when it happened, that, I mean, it's a trip, but I thought that was a weak call. But that wasn't the worst of the calls, man. That wasn't the worst of them at all. They overlooked enough shit, you know. They just overlooked it. But when the Hab did something, no, that was a penalty. All right. Well, we're losing people. Got about 10 more minutes, and I'm going to call it. Do a half hour. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how to break down this game any more than that. It was just a shitty game. We got a week ahead of us in California against Anaheim, San Jose, and LA. I think potentially Montreal could bounce back this next week. It's not as if those are 3 great teams. LA is a decent team, but I don't think they're playing great right now. San Jose, I mean, I just hope we don't lose to San Jose. I just hope we don't lose to San Jose. Friday afternoon. It's a Friday afternoon game. Weirdest time. And then if we play a shitty game, I'm going to be sitting here talking to myself. You know what I mean? So I hope they play good and don't lose to them. And then LA, Anaheim. I don't know what the record is. They're doing okay, but I mean, it's not like we're facing top teams. No, it's just like that's not what I saw. The guy caught him with the stick. It was a weak call, but I'm not going to say it was that. Hey, Randy, have a good night. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Is it true Centre Bell sold out, but it's empty? I don't get what you're saying. The game was in Boston. Why would it sell out? And then they're on the road for, I don't know when they come back, if it's beyond California or not, but they're not at home next week at all. This year, what? Is it true Sandra Bell sold out, but it's empty this year? I don't get what you're saying. Sorry. I get it's lost in the translation, maybe, but I don't understand. Habs sell out a lot of games. Most of their games, don't they? All right. What am I planning for this week? I don't know. I've got some time off in that I don't know if it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to find out. Tell you in a sec. Yeah, I thought so. It's Wednesday. So Wednesday in Anaheim. Yeah, so I got 3 days off. Oh my God. I'm going to try to get a video out. Not tomorrow because I'm out of the house all day. I'm going to try to get a video out Monday or Tuesday. I don't know on what yet. I really don't. So Huzu, they're playing no, it's not. It's at 12:30 because it's Thanksgiving weekend in the States. So obviously it's the early game. They must have games all day. So it's the early game. So it's a very early start, and on a Saturday it's a 4:00 start. But Saturday it's not so bad, but it's weird on Friday when it's not a holiday here in Canada. So I don't know who's going to be able to watch the game, but I'm going to be here. Leon, you're saying he means a lot of season ticket holders not showing up. Oh, well, that would be nice if he would say it that way. Yeah, scalpers do buy a lot of tickets, but I don't think it's to that extent. Sorry. I think it's yeah, I mean they're maybe not they sell out. They do sell out every game. I don't know the answer. I guess they're not winning enough. People they don't. It's why they didn't rebuild for so many years because fans don't want to put up with it, and then they show it by not showing up at games. I guess. We do that here too. So, although I don't know how that is, if it's an American thing, how do we celebrate Thanksgiving? Like, I don't know how it makes sense. Hey, Paulie, time to play only two goalies. I mean, they got to do something about the goalies. I agree with that. I don't think but listen, I'm not this. I mean, you can't blame this loss on Allen. I don't care that there were 5 goals. That's not on Allen. The defense was not good, was very sloppy, gave up a ton of shots, a lot of a lot of odd man rushes, that kind of, and they were running around in their own zone. It was horrible. Couldn't get out of their zone. I mean, that's not on Allen. I'm sorry. We're developing talented young forwards. And we're not ready to go and get one because we're not even close to being a playoff team yet. The thing is, you can't be a winner in this league. You can't be that winner without going through the loser part. It's a cycle, right? And you can't be that winner that you want without being a loser for a while to get the assets, the talent, whatever, and to develop that. And that's what the Habs are doing. But, it's not about cheering for a loser. You're not cheering for a loser. You're cheering for your goddamn team. I don't see how people don't see that. You want to cheer for a winner? Then make your team a contender team and go and cheer for them. If you can't cheer for your own team. I love the Habs whether they win or lose. Love the team. Never going to change that. Whether they win or lose. So I don't understand how people aren't like that. I find a lot of fans would rather just shit all over the team instead of supporting what's going on. We can't support. They lost. Oh, we lost. Anyway, one of those days. Okay, nobody wants to talk to me now. Rick's in a mood. We're not talking to him. Oh, boy. Let's see it. Let's have a staring contest. Even though we can't, well, you can see me, I can't see you, but I'm just going to stare into the camera and wait for people to talk to me. I am right as usual. That makes me sound like an egomaniac. I am right as usual, but I mean that makes me sound. No, I'm just joking. I mean it's my opinion. What am I right all the time? I'm not, but sometimes I am. Well, 2 more minutes to go. I don't think we're gonna make it in 2 minutes. Nobody's gonna talk to me. So that's it, I guess. Back on Wednesday for the game wise. I'm gonna try to do something for video. I'd like to write some stuff on. I want to write these days, and I don't have any inspiration as far as ideas, so I haven't written very much. One of those slumps, it happens. I don't know if it's writer's block per se, but it's just a slump. I'm gonna try to do that over the next few days and get something out that way, and I'd like to find a slant on some kind of an idea for a video. I'm out of ideas. I don't know, burnt out, whatever. I don't know what it is. I'm great for these live ones for me, but I find during the season I don't have ideas for videos anymore. And once the season's over, it's almost like I'm forced into it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, this is how you do videos. But it's like I forgot. I don't know. It's weird. Concentrating on these live streams and podcasts this season. Just that I know the Ducks are better. I mean, but still, again, not a top team. At best, middle of the pack. So I can see wins here, all 3 games, but I can also see them not, except San Jose. They better win in San Jose. Oh my God. You want to be one of the teams where you lost to San Jose? No. Do I really think the rebuild's going the right way? I absolutely 100% do. How you can't see it, I don't believe you can't see it. I believe that you just want to have me talk to you by being ridiculous, and then I'll be upset about what you say and I'll talk to you. I think that's what you're doing. Because I don't know how you can't see that the rebuild's going the right way. And if you're saying, well, the rebuild's not going the right way based on a few games this season, then you don't know hockey. Can't be any less or any more blunt than that. I don't think tonight with the mood on it, I don't think I'm making any friends here tonight. But I, you know, that's how I feel. That is my opinion. And on that note, we'll look at what Leo X. Hey, Leo. Leo, absolutely. And that release, we talked about this, me and Matt. I want to say at the last game or whatever, but we talked about this that that little bit of hesitation, you know, and no hesitation, a rocket into the, I think it was the top inside corner, just beautiful goal, and he had an assist, so it's a Slaff's first multi-point game. What I dare think is going to happen, though, now that maybe Slav is starting to produce some points, is that everyone's going to shit on him for the other mistakes he makes a little here and there. He makes mistakes. He's young. They'll just turn it on because they just want to complain about the kid. I think that's what we're going to see. My prediction. Slav's going to start to put up some points. Not like big time, but he's going to put up some points on a semi-regular basis. And everyone's just going to turn around and shit on him in another way. Because why? We like to do that here, and we like to chase players away. And if we do this to Slav, that's all we're going to do. Chase him out of town. Slaffy is coming slowly but surely. But listen, that's between him and his girlfriend. I don't want to get in there, you know. All right, on that note, bad dad joke, and I'm taking off. That's it. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I'll be back sometime over the next few days, and then late game in Anaheim. For that game, I'm sure I'll do a preview video, so hopefully you'll look for that. And that's it. Have a good rest of the night. It's Saturday night. It's only 10:30. Still a lot of time out there for you guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. I'll see you soon. Ciao, everybody. Oh, keep your sticks on the ice. Go Habs, go. Ciao.